No matter what they have thrown at Bronson Bauman this year, he has put his Indian motorcycle on the podium. That's why he's the points leader. But Jared Mees has gotten his season back on track by beating Bauman at our last event. The champion will not be denied. Sammy Halbert and the Factory Harley team getting stronger every week. Maybe the short track is what Sammy needs to win. Dalton Gauthier is all smiles. He is starting to climb back up the AFT Singles class standings, and so is Mikey Rush. These two could be facing off tonight, and one of them could be the points leader by the time this race is over. Okay, so both Gauthier and Rush confident going into this one. Watch out for Wells on that Yamaha number 94. Chad Kose on the 49 was also fast in his qualifier. And on an all-new racetrack, you never knew which one of these riders is going to take it. As we have a look at the Russ Brown Motorcycle Attorneys starting lineup, it's pretty wide open.
It is. You look at Dan Bromley as well, defending champ. Just been consistent this year. Needs to go out there and get a victory.
I feel like the starts have held Bromley back. If he can start up front in this one, maybe he gets his first victory of this season. Janice, your points leader, has been shuffled to the back. This is maybe not the best track for him, so it's an opportunity for someone to grab the points lead. Here we go. Good start for Gauthier in the 122, but Rush drifts backwards. He's just barely inside the top 10. Bromley, the number 1, does have a good run. He's on the inside of Wells looking for third.
Dan Bromley, one of the taller riders in the singles division. You can see kind of using his body to get as much traction as possible on that KTM.
And it looks like he's extended it just a little bit over Wells. Shayna Texter, meanwhile, is Bromley's teammate. She was really good at the mile, struggles a little bit on these smaller tracks, just trying to get in the top 10. Mikey Rush making moves. He gets around Bromley.
Throws an elbow on Dan Bromley, says, get out of the way. I'm going to third. Got to run down Ryan Wells for second.
Well, we knew on the short track we'd see passing and maybe even some contact, and that's exactly what has happened. Rush is not messing around. He had the bad start. Has to make passes in bunches. He's doing it. Let's see if Wells on the 94 can hold him off. Wait a minute. Wheeling caution lights are on. This is going to change things in a hurry. We must have had a crash back here, and that means we're going to head to a restart. Kevin Stallings, 1 races in this championship before, is down. I hope he's okay. Meanwhile, Gauthier's lead will be gone because of the restart. Stallings up and okay. They got the bike up right. All right, so he is shaken, but as I'd like to say, not stirred. Looks like he even wants to maybe get back on the motorcycle. Gauthier's lead is gone. This is where he got it, though, with the great start, AJ.
The whole shot there. He was shot out of a cannon. This is so important on a racetrack like this to be able to take the lead into turn 1 for so many reasons. We see how tight it is behind him, riders bouncing off each other, but more importantly, that clean vision.
Oh, he nailed the timing there, and yeah, that visor lens stays clean throughout the next 8 laps because of this start. I'm amazed not only the start, though, but how quickly he pulled away. He had some fast times.
Yeah, that Husqvarna has got so much traction off the corners and on these starts here, but this restart going to be just as critical.
So first on a big mile and then on a short track, that would be huge. So Gauthier is going to do everything he can to try to prevent a 2-race win streak. It'd probably be the points lead for Rush as well. Gauthier working the low line. Wait a minute, we have a crash. Oh, Chad Kose, who had such a great race going, has gone down. And the 88, who you saw was so pumped just to make the main event, that's Matthew Beland. And Rush is bummed because with the restart coming, that would have potentially been a race win right there. And no, he's going to have to re-rack it and hold him off again.
Mikey Rush, clear and setting sail right now. The battle is now for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
A good job by Rush to shrug off the pressure of the late race restart and pull away again. Gauthier's got to hold off Max Whale.
Whale using that inside line as Dalton Gauthier keeps it high and the throttle down and pinned off of turn 2 here. He's going to go low into turn 3.
One of the best runs we've ever seen in AFT from the young Australian Whale. Can he turn a 3rd into a 2nd? That would be huge for the championship points. Gauthier's got to try to hold him off. He's using the high line again. He's been using that the majority of the race. He's able to close it back down. Meanwhile, checkered flag in sight. Mikey Rush wins a mile at our last race, and he's going to make it back-to-back by winning in a short track. That's how you build a championship scenario. He wins and takes the points lead. He had to work for that one, although Gauthier did have a nice lead built up before the first restart. Probably going to think this as one that potentially got away. I thought Bromley had a shot at it, but he ends up 5th. Not what last year's champ wants. There's your entire field. Let's send it to Kristen with the winner.
Back-to-back wins for Mikey Rush and the Richie Morris Racing Team. Mikey, this marks now your second singles win in American Flat Track. For you, at this race, you had told me that it reminded you of where your roots are in racing, in the motocross style tracks, in a track that's in continuity is actually comfortable for you. How much did that play into your win tonight?
I played a lot into it, I think. The track got pretty brutal tonight, which I love the rough stuff, man, so it doesn't faze me at all. But my CRF 450 was just on point tonight. My whole team did a great job. Big thanks to all our sponsors, American Honda, Al-Am Honda, just everyone's doing a great job, and we're having a lot of fun, and I hope this keeps going, for sure.
Here is your AFT Twins starting lineup. I don't even know. Carver? He was good too. I don't know who to pick in this one.
Henry Wiles has been strong all night. Won his semi. This is what a short track's all about. Different riders coming to the front.
So again, it's 25 laps for 17 riders. Once that car goes sideways, the rider's going to focus down on that starting line. The start, oh so critical at a short track. Let's see who takes it tonight. Bauman out of the middle, but also a good jump on the outside by Halbert. But sliding underneath is Henry Wiles in the 17. No, Bronson Bauman holds on.
Bronson gets that drive off turn 2, leads it into turn 3. Henry Wiles right there. We got a battle for third and fourth.
That was close. Right along the front was Wiles. Bauman able to take the lead. And everyone is slowed up. I believe that had a crash, and the wheel and caution lights are on. That is Winkler down on the 135. I think he's shaken up, but okay. We're going to revert back to the previous lap scoring, so that should put Bronson Bauman back ahead of the 17 of Wiles on the restart. There's Dalton Winkler. Yes, he is okay. Good to see that. And we're going to show you the start again.
On board here with Bronson Bauman on the Indian motorcycle. The whole shot, so important. Gets into turn 1, gets clean off turn 2. You can see behind him. Look at how tight it is. Riders bouncing elbows off each other.
And Bronson out front, but a strong challenge from the 17 of Wiles, and we're going to restart it, and these two are going to go at it again. The 23 of Carver going to try to make a move on the high line on the 17. Wiles, whoa! How about Hayden? Good to see him in a main event. Roger Hayden coming out of retirement, battling his way past Jared Mees. Wait a minute. Hayden could be a contender here. Now the Estenson Yamaha, number 5. Johnson, that was close.
Top 4 through 8 right here. Fourth. Oh, the wheel and caution lights are out again. Winkler down one more time.
Oh, Dalton Winkler, it is a rough main event for him. I hope he's okay this time. He was able to get up on the first restart. So it's going to be another restart, though, for Bauman and Wiles to scrap it out again. Let's watch this battle for fourth again.
You see Halbert here get back under Jeffrey Carver, but Carver gets that shot off the corner. Going to get down here into turn 3. Clears him. Halbert tries to do the same thing, turn back under him. You see Jake Johnson back there, Brian Smith. Such tight racing here at Laconia.
And we might have tight racing like that up front, but wait a minute. Halbert having trouble getting the bike refired for the restart.
2 races in a row. Last week he had the same issue. Couldn't get the bike restarted. Looks like it's going to be another DNF for Sammy Halbert. Got in a little too deep. Breyer's opportunity. He's by him.
That's the mistake he needed. Breyer's going to fight to the inside, but now the wheel and caution lights are on. Henry Wiles, our third place rider, has crashed. There's his bike down. So with the caution lights out, will we revert back to the previous lap? Bronson, yes, they are going to. Bronson Bauman will be back in the lead. There is Wiles. He's disappointed. He at least had a podium. An outside shot at second or third. We can see it here with Breyer's on board.
We see Henry getting down in the corner here. He's a little wide, hits a rut, back end steps out, but as he tries to throttle up there, the back of the bike steps out, and he goes down. He can't open the inside for his brother.
So critical, and he does not. He keeps the 37 down low. Breyer, how desperate will he get? Will he try the high line? Will he try contact? Is he just going to hope for another mistake? Vanderkoy and Johnson, the Yamaha and the Harley, still fighting for third and fourth. White flag coming out. Bronson Bauman 1 lap away from his first ever win.
Oh, he hits a huge rut into turn 1, but he gets that Indian bike slowed down. Hits another rut. off of turn 2. Breyer's got an opportunity to get him, but he looks behind him, saving it.
Turns 3 and 4. I don't think Breyer's going to run it in on him. Bronson Bauman can see the checkered flag. He's got it. First ever win in American flat track for the younger Bauman brother over Breyer. And a third place, good run, by the way, for Johnson. Vanderkoy's happy with a 4th. They're all happy when you see a first-time winner in American flat track.
Twins win, obviously so excited, and this is a big weekend. It's Father's Day weekend. Your dad was able to watch. You finished first, your brother finished second. The last time you guys shared a podium was last year in Williams Grove, but Breyer had the win. This time you held him off. How good does it feel to now take your first win, and how were you able to stay aboard that entire race while so many riders were coming out of the race, and how did you stay confident?
You know, first of all, for my dad, Father's Day, couldn't be better. To stay ahead of Breyer, this Indian had perfect starts all night. I can't believe it. Cletus had it tuned to perfection. The big thing was the starts, and honestly, my brother was very nice. I'm sure there's a few times he could have put it in on me, and he is very generous. I can't believe I just won my first national. Alex, I love you and I miss you. I wish you were here, but man, it feels good. Thank you, Indian and everyone enough.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.